Need for Speed Payback, European car list. Well, sort of, it's more German. Newsflash, douchebags. Been a long time coming, and I sincerely apologise. I did say quite a while ago that I was going to be putting this list up, but due to other videos that I've had to put up, this has had to take a back seat for a while, but it matters not because it's here now. So what I want to do today is just go through the list of European, but more specifically German cars that have been announced so far for Need for Speed Payback. Now historically in Germany there's always been a massive rivalry between the big three, Audi, BMW and Mercedes-Benz. So tonight, lads, ladies, fellas, fellettes and mixes of both, what we're going to do is we're going to focus on those manufacturers and we're going to see what they brought to the table this year. I'm not going to touch on any of the SUVs or anything like that because I'm saving that for another video. So without further ado, starting things off with Audi. The Audi S5 Sportback is an all-wheel drive coupe built by Audi from late 2016. Its Sportback trim adds rear doors and a hatchback rear. It is part of the second generation model line following on from the Audi S5 B8 that has been in production since 2007. Fitted with a 3-litre V6 engine, the S5 has direct injection as well as a twin-scroll turbocharger to reduce both weight and cost. The turbocharger is mounted within the engine and as a result has reduced response times, meaning if you're fat you can probably get to McDonald's that much quicker. But it doesn't matter because the Quattro all-wheel drive system receives power through a locking center differential that splits torque sent to the wheels at 40% to the front and 60% to the rear. 0 to 60, 4.7 seconds, 369 foot-pounds of torque and 349 brake horsepower. It's definitely not to be messed with. BMW. When it comes to BMWs, when it comes to M3s, this one right here, quite simply, is my bae. The E30 Evolution 2nd edition is a limited production run sports car with its entire production of just 501 cars taking place between January 1987 and June 1988. Now it received a slightly reworked chassis as well as a mild power increase over the original M3 E30 following a new more efficient air intake, new pistons, lightened flywheel and a reprogrammed engine management system. It soon became a standard production model sports car between 1986 and 1991 by BMW's motorsport division after becoming highly sought after, and spawned a series of Evolution models to meet new racing regulations for the 1988 DTM car series. A 0 to 60 time of 6.4 seconds, a top speed of 147 being churned out from its 2.3 litre inline-4 engine. Make no mistake about it, if you like BMWs and you like M3s in particular, all roads lead to the Evolution 2 E30 and I love it. The BMW M2 F87 is a sports car produced by BMW that went on sale in April 2016. The M2 is a high performance model of the rear wheel drive based 2 Series lineup. It's powered by a reworked 3-litre twin scroll turbocharged inline 6 engine as well as being equipped with a bespoke chassis, a new McPherson suspension system including aluminium components and an optional 7-speed DCT dual clutch automatic gearbox. Sounds tasty. Now I must admit, the BMW M2 is a strange car to me. It's a car that I actually started off disliking because I took one look at it and just thought to myself, this is the 1 Series coupe all over again. But as the M3 has actually slowly put on weight over the years and become obese in its shape and size, the M2 somewhat reminds me of what the M3 used to be. It's almost a replacement for old school M3 enthusiasts. And looking at its performance figures, a 3-litre turbocharged inline 6, 365 brake horsepower, a 0 to 60 time of only 4.5 seconds and a top speed limited to 155, it has the performance to match the old guard. With a 0 to 60 time of just 3.9 seconds, 425 brake horsepower, all coming from a twin turbocharged inline 6 with a 3-litre capacity. The BMW M4 F82 is a high performance specification of the first generation BMW 4 Series, which is a successor of the 3 Series Coupe or Coupe. Now, as I mentioned, it actually uses the 3-litre inline 6 engine with mono-scroll twin turbochargers, as opposed to its predecessors that exclusively used naturally aspirated engines. The differential was further upgraded with an electric motor that optimises torque distribution based on multiple driving condition factors. The chassis of the M4 comprises a high number of lightweight materials, including carbon fibre, reinforced plastic to reduce the car's overall mass and lower its centre of gravity. It sounds like it was a car designed by vegans and vegetarians. The GTS M4 F82 is a high-performance track-focused model of the BMW M4 F82. It was initially showcased by BMW as a concept car in 2015 at the Pebble Beach Concours d'Elegance and was released in 2016 with a limited production run of only 700 units. Equipped with the same 3-litre twin-turbo straight 6, the GTS is fitted with a unique water injection system that provides an additional 68 brake horsepower and 37 foot-pounds of torque, which enables it to hit a ridiculous top speed of 190 miles per hour with a 0 to 60 time of 3.8 seconds. It should come as no surprise to find that this crystal meth-infused version of the M4 has a 493 brake horsepower engine under the hood. Ridiculous if you ask me. Brilliantly ridiculous. The BMW M5 F90 is a sports saloon car developed by BMW as the performance model of the F90 Generation 5 series. Among the most significant changes for this model includes the use of an all-wheel drive system. Yes, a BMW with all-wheel drive, the first outside of the non-SUVM models. Mr. Skyline enthusiast, you have a problem. Speaking of power, 592 rampaging horses backing up that 4.4 litre twin turbocharged V8, a 0 to 60 time of 3.2 seconds and an 8-speed gearbox. It should come as no surprise that they had to limit this thing to 155 miles per hour. No doubt in game you'll be able to take that limiter off and push it to ridiculously stupid speeds. Now I see what all the hype was about. Moving on, Mercedes-Benz. The Mercedes AMG A45 4MATIC is a high-performance trim of the third generation A-Class model range manufactured by none other than Mercedes-Benz themselves. It was first shown at the 2012 Geneva Motor Show before going on sale in September 2012. Improvements to the A45 AMG over the base model include a turbocharged 2-litre inline-4 engine, a DCT 7-speed gearbox, an all-wheel drive system, sport suspension, improved high-performance brakes, and an alternative grille design, chrome exhaust tips, and a unique AMG set of alloy wheels. And if that's not enough, in 2015 the model range received a full facelift as well as an increased horsepower output, taking it to 381 bhp. The Mercedes AMG GT is a sports car manufactured by the AMG division of Mercedes-Benz, the crazy people, the sort of people who would probably mix a bag of Skittles with cocaine. And it's also the first car from AMG to be launched under the new Mercedes AMG sub-brand. Its interior was shown in March 2014 and its full debut followed in September 2014. The AMG GT is the successor of the SLS AMG and is powered by a 4-litre twin-turbo V8. This is the closest thing we have in Europe to a muscle car. 456 brake horsepower, a 0 to 60 time of 4 seconds flat, and a top speed of as near as makes no difference 190 miles per hour. They had to fit this thing with a 7-speed gearbox, and it's no wonder. Brutus is what I call it. And now, Volkswagen. The hatchback to end all hatchbacks, the Mark 1 Volkswagen Golf GTI was a hot hatch that was produced from 1976 to the summer of 1983. It was initially available with the 1.6 litre fuel injected inline 4 of the Audi A45 GTI, which was replaced by a 1.8 litre version in 1982. Due to its low curb weight of 810 kilograms and its powerful engine, the GTI was competitive against most sports cars from the late 1970s to the early 1980s, including the Ferrari Mondial 8 front-wheel drive drivetrain, 113 miles per hour, 0 to 60 in 8.1 seconds. Don't let the stats fool you. This is a hatchback sleeper to end all sleepers, and if you played Need for Speed 2015, I think you know exactly what I'm talking about. So let's take a look at its modern day predecessor. The Volkswagen Golf GTI Club Sport is a hatchback, once again manufactured by the good folk over at Volkswagen, and is a high performance model of the 7th generation Golf GTI. Equipped with a unique aero kit and launch control, the Club Sport was made available to coincide with the Golf GTI's 40th anniversary. Additional improvements to the Club Sport include a power increase to 261 brake horsepower from its 2 litre engine, and special decals to make any of the few thousand units that will be produced stand out on the road. And for now, that's pretty much all we have. Now, those are not the only European cars on the list. We do have a couple of Volvos on there as well. The Audi R8 V10 Plus is not a car I forgot about. It's a car that I should have added to the supercar list, but unfortunately totally forgot. So a special mention for that as well. But aside from that, I think it's a pretty comprehensive showing from the Europeans, or more specifically, the Germans. As always guys, this list is not complete. We still have a few weeks until the game is fully released, so there's plenty of time for them to announce more cars. There could be more on the way. If your favourite's not on there yet, don't worry, there's still plenty of time for it to show up. Let me know in the comments what you think of the showing so far. Are you happy with the European cars that have been put out? Is your favourite missing? Is there a particular car you're looking for? If so, drop the name of it down in the comments section. If you haven't done so already, be sure to check out the JDM car list I've done, the classic muscle car and the supercar list, and also bear in mind, as I mentioned, all of those lists were correct to that date, meaning that they're probably a bit out of date now, ish, sort of. A bit. Don't forget to check out all the other discussion videos I've got up on the channel. You've probably seen quite a few of them now. If you're new to the channel, I wish you a born welcome. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I've got another Need for Speed Payback video dropping very soon, so be sure to swing the damn hell out of the notification bell so you know exactly when that video drops. And in the meantime, I'll see you when the next video comes out. Take it easy, please.